back. Another video going over this, going over week 2 of the NFL season. I'm trying to get this centered. It ain't even centered. What? Two. We'll just keep it like that. It's off a little bit, but alright. So, I'm gonna start off with my game that I'm gonna be watching. Jaguars in Denver. I think it's probably gonna be like a 14-point game. Denver's gonna win. The only way we might have a shot is if we run the ball for like at least 120 yards and we, shorten the game up for Trevor Lawrence and our receivers catch the ball and our defense covers better. But I don't expect us to win. Honestly, I think it's gonna be like a 14-point game. It could get worse than that, but I feel like last week against the Texans, I felt like that was going to be like a gimme, but we lost. And the way we looked against the Texans, I'm like, Denver has way better offensive weapons, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I think New England's going to beat the Jets, maybe by 21 points. I don't really like doing score predictions, but New England's a better team just in general. I think the Jets are probably like a year, maybe 2 years away. They got a new head coach and stuff like that. So, that's the only, I guess, thing there. That's kind of, Buffalo, Miami. Buffalo's coming off a loss, and Miami's coming off a win. Miami's defense is really good. They're underrated, and I feel like if you want to look at how Josh Allen played last week, I don't want to say Buffalo's going to start off 0-2, but I feel like it's a possibility, but I think Buffalo's going to win just because you don't want to start off 0-2 this early in the season, especially if you're Buffalo playoff contender, becoming a top contender, stuff like that. I don't believe they're going to start off 0-2. San Francisco and Philly, this is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game. Now, I think Jalen Hurts could give San Fran some problems, but San Fran's defense is better than Atlanta. I think San Fran's gonna win personally. It could be 3-6 points personally. I don't know. It's a tough call. Philly looks really good, but like I said, it's against Atlanta. Which brings me to my next point. Tampa Bay is gonna beat Atlanta. I think by at least 20, 21, 28 points. That's just being honest. That's a lock for the week, pretty much. The Rams is a lock for the week. In my opinion, I don't know who's all out for the Colts offensive line. I think they had some people hurt, and I think they're gonna win. The Rams are gonna win, especially with the way they look Monday night in Chicago. Let's see. Oh, Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is gonna beat Las Vegas. I know Las Vegas looked pretty good against Baltimore, but I think Baltimore, they had too many injuries on offense in general. They lost one of their cornerbacks, Peters, and their offensive line looked terrible. And I think Pittsburgh's defense is really good, so I think they're probably gonna end up. I think it'll be somewhat close. It could be like a 7 to 10 point game, but I think my personal belief is Pittsburgh's gonna win that game. Cincy's gonna beat Chicago. I mean, I don't think Chicago's going to be winning anytime soon. I think they need to put in Justin Fields because he can mask some of the. I don't know. I don't want to say they have offensive line problems, but he can give them a different dimension, like running and RPOs, stuff like that. I think Cincinnati's going to win that game. Cleveland and Houston. Houston beat us week 1, but I don't think they're gonna beat Cleveland, especially the way Cleveland played against Kansas City for at least a half. I think Cleveland's gonna win that game. New Orleans and Carolina. New Orleans defense look really good, so I think New Orleans is gonna win. Jameis Winston looked really good. Shout out Florida State. But I think New Orleans is gonna win. I think it'll probably be 14, 21 point game. I know that's kind of high, but um, and Carolina's defense looked really good. But Sam Darnold, I think if he protects the ball, it could be a lot closer. But I think it max is like 14 points. That's just seeing the way New Orleans played without Michael Thomas. Um, I don't think Kamara played as great as he could have, or as great as, uh, yeah, as great as he could have. That's New Orleans gonna win. Minnesota, Arizona. I think Arizona's gonna win that game. Minnesota has some offensive line issues. Even though Kirk Cousins played really good against who they play, Cincinnati last week, Delvin Cook did not run the ball well at all, and Arizona stuck King Henry. Uh, so I think Arizona's gonna win that game. I, Tampa Bay, Atlanta. Tampa Bay's gonna win. That that's like a lock. Um, Seattle, Tennessee. I think Seattle's gonna win that game. It's in Seattle. 12th man, and I think the way Russell Wilson carved up, who they played? Oh, Indy. The way Russell Wilson cooked them basically. I think Seattle's gonna win that easy. Dallas and Chargers. Dallas is coming off a loss. They play Tampa Bay. Chargers are coming off a win. They play Washington. Um, I think if Dallas gets some turnovers, they might be able to pull it out. Well, I think they will pull it out if they get turnovers, at least two. They created four against Tom Brady, but I mean, Tampa's defense, you can't run against their defense. It's just their defense didn't look good, but Tom Brady, I mean, they, I think if Dallas gets at least three turnovers, they should be able to win. And they need to get Zeke going too. They need to stop passing so much. I think they just lost Michael Gallup, but they need to get Zeke going. If he at least gets 15, 20 carries, they'll win the game. I personally believe. Baltimore and Kansas City. Kansas City is gonna win. Baltimore has too much issues. I don't even think Baltimore's gonna make the playoffs with their injuries. I think Pittsburgh and Cleveland are probably gonna make the playoffs in that division. I don't know how all the playoff season is gonna work right now. It's too early to tell, but I think uh, Baltimore's. I'm no, I'm sorry. Baltimore's. It's gonna be like a 21-point game, and Baltimore's not built to come from behind. They're built to play with leads. So I think Kansas City's gonna win that game. Monday night game, Detroit and Green Bay. They're both 0-1, but I think Green Bay is gonna win. Aaron Rodgers. I don't believe he's gonna have two bad games in a row, and Detroit's defense is not as good as New Orleans, so I think Green Bay is gonna win that game. Um, Thursday night game for next week. I know it's kind of early, but I kind of want to just. It's Carolina and Houston. So I predicted that Carolina and Houston were both gonna lose this week. Um, I think for Thursday, Carolina's gonna win. It's probably gonna be like a 3 to 6 point game as well. It's probably gonna be like 2017, 24-21, 30 to 26, 21, 30-21. Um, it ain't. I don't think it's gonna be super high scoring. It could be 28-21. I think Carolina's gonna win, like I said. So that's kind of my predictions for this week. Now, as far as I don't play fantasy football or anything, um, but looking at week one, there's some people that I think Seattle's receivers are gonna be good. Russell Wilson's gonna be fine. Pittsburgh's defense should be pretty well. Pittsburgh, I think personally, they will be able to cover Darren Waller a lot better than Baltimore. Uh, I think they have fast. I think not Baltimore, but Pittsburgh has faster linebackers and a better second. Well, I don't want to say secondary. They just play. better all around than Baltimore defensively, in my opinion. I know Baltimore has some players, Patrick Queen, Calais Campbell, Marlon Humphrey, but Marlon Humphrey looked terrible on Monday night. Hunter Renfrow was giving him the business, so I'm like, dude, in Pittsburgh's like 4 or 5 deep at receiver, and then they got two good tight ends, so I think Pittsburgh, it could, like I said, it's probably a 14-point game or anything like that. I think Najee Harris might get going this week, just to combat the pass rush that Oakland, or not, oh my gosh, not Oakland, Las Vegas displayed in week 1 against Baltimore. But I do believe that Ben Roethlisberger can get the ball out quicker than Lamar. Personally, he runs really well, and Baltimore doesn't have better receivers than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's known for making receivers or not making finding receivers. So that's like those are my predictions for this week. That's kind of what I'm thinking, what I think is gonna happen this week. But yeah, that's it. I'll be back probably. I'll try to upload next Saturday. I got a mic coming in next Wednesday, so like I said, my sound should be a lot better. I don't really know how it's gonna work or how my sound is gonna sound. If you don't think the quality of the video is good as far as the video itself, let me know. That is so weird. It's like off. It's not even centered. Cause I'm standing in the camera. Okay, but yeah, if you don't think the video quality is good, just let me know. I'll get some like video equipment or something like that. But I do have a mic coming in, so those are my predictions for this week. I made the Thursday night prediction as well, so I'm out.